Merry Christmas and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's Christmas Day and we're still doing Weebmas stuff and I'm probably not going to bother trying to catch up, so this might be the last one. Don't let me try doing the Weebmas thing again next year, because I'm not going to keep up with it. Because I'm just not good at this thing. But, yeah, today I got a fancy-as sewing machine from the family. So now I can do my sexy-as cosplays. I can go cosplaying as Sailor Moon again. I've got pictures of that. No, you can't see them. But yeah, that's a cool thing I got. But today is not about sewing machines or cosplay, or even this fancy-as basket I got. It actually is a pretty fancy basket, I'm going to be quite fair. As my channel has been swaying a lot more towards figurine-based stuff, and I have been very patient as far as opening a lot of the figurines that I've gotten over the past while, what I want to do, since it is Christmas and I've been a good boy, that sounds wrong. Anyway, I wanted to open up just kind of my more anticipated figures that I got over the past year. I was wanting initially to do like unboxing videos for them, but I never got around to them and I might not get around to them. So since, you know, Christmas and I want something fun to open that I've really been looking forward to, I'm just going to go through and open 6 of my favorite things that I got this year. So you can do that with me, I guess. Not really, because this is going up afterwards. Whatever. Let's open up some figures. I'm gonna be honest, it was actually kind of hard to choose my favorite ones I wanted to open today, because I ended up getting, between trading, scale, Nendroids, and prize figures, I got 130 plus different figurines. And we're only opening 6, or my top 6 that I was massively anticipated with. So yeah. The first one being Rory Mercury. This one I got pretty recently-ish. I think I got her a couple of months ago from the show Gate. She is the demi-goddess of death, I'm pretty sure she was. And there is a certain scene where she's in the middle of a war scene and she's essentially just gasming all over the place because essentially all the dead bodies go through her body to go to the afterlife. But she is totally badass. Oh man, this is so exciting. They actually taped the instructions at the bottom down there. That's cool, since I assume they think that we need instructions to set this up. I don't need no goddamn instructions. Oh, that looks so nice! I mean, I say that about every figurine I open, but that is hella good. That is the Rory Mercury we have right there. She looks hella good. I'm quite a fan of all the detail and all the, well, fake lace all over the place. And looking at the face, they actually do a pretty good job at actually pulling off the style, since pretty much all the characters had like a slit through their eyes. She actually has got that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we got to get the rest of her out, not just the figure herself. Now we got to get out the sick-ass battle axe. Okay, that is the stand that goes with her. You got the giant-ass battle axe that she holds in the show with the prongs at the end there. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit shinier than I would have expected since it's, you know, a battle axe and she goes around lugging it, killing people. I do like the fact that it's got a heart design in there though. That's super cute. I like that. Okay, we've got her assembled. It was actually pretty easy. Her hand kind of just slid down the pole and then there was like a little bit right there where the foot inserts into on the battle axe. So it's pretty basic, pretty easy. She's kind of elevated, so I'm hoping to God that this axe is relatively sturdy. Mostly feels it, but actually that might just be like a metal rod which then bends around to the axe head and then goes down into the base. But that is our Rory Mercury. Get her face on screen. That I've been somewhat looking forward to. Somewhat. She's top 6. So I've been massively looking forward to her. Kind of sad at the top at the axe though. You kind of got a white point there where they didn't quite do the good job. And it's hollow, so they didn't actually finish the top there. But other than that, she's really good quality. I really do like her, and she is one of top waifus from back in the day. Plus, if you like a show that delves into country politics between relations, not in-house, but between fantasy and modern Japan, then you should actually check out Gate if you haven't seen it. Totally recommend. Okay, now we have the Megumin from her school thing. Massive glare. There you go. We've got Megumin in her school robes. I was totally hyped when I found this figure went up for pre-order after Actually, I'm pretty sure I ordered this before the movie was released in my country, in cinemas. And at the time, I'd only actually seen the first season of Konosuba, which then prompted me to actually go and watch the second season after I ended up watching the movie. And I don't remember when it chronologically went there. Have a look at that. That is actually super adorable. You've got the cats and stuff just inside the thing when you open it. It just goes like that, and you see cats. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Yes, that's right. You'll only have to do something cute and you get my attention. That's it. I'm a simple man. Simple pleasures. Base fell out the bottom. Oh, base is kind of bland. It's just a basic black base with a rivet around the edge, I guess, to give it at least a bit of shape. So at least they tried to make it not too boring, but it is more or less boring. Grab a knife and kitty cat cut along. Ooh. There you have her, right there, Miss Megumin in her school robes, looking hella adorable. To be fair, the fact that it's just straight up a really cute sort of character design and style with the uniform, by default kind of gives it the points, those cookie points. And the fact that there's also no imperfections that I can see, and the fact that it's just super well crinkled and detailed with the actual like pink uniform is just massive points to go for it, to be fair. The only thing that I actually wish is if you could actually take off the robe. That would be cool, and you could just have her in the pink school outfit. That would be cute, but other than that, you know, yeah, just this very well produced figure. Top notch. Okay, figurine number 3 or 4, I don't know if we're counting up or down. But we've got the cute little Succubus. Cute wee girl there. She is, I think, my second cast-off figure that I've actually gotten. Typically, I don't actually care for cast-offs, considering that's gotta be hella awkward if you invite someone into your, like, nerd room and then all of a sudden it's just not just half-naked figurines, but actual naked figurines. Plus, also, most of the cast-off figures are just those anime chicks with those tig old biddies, and I'm like, nah. Too tig. And I don't need those biddies. So instead we're going with this cute-as grill here, who, as I said, is a Succubi from a Dojin series. Or at least from a Dojin. She's like a character that the guy made. We've also got what I assume is instructions to cast off all of the stuff, her main attire. Not that she's wearing much, but I don't plan on doing that. I know, what fun am I? But honestly, she would look way better with the little nightgown on that she has anyway. Or at least I think so. Oh, that's cool! So first, before we get the figure out, we've got this little disc thing here, which is the, if we can get it out, it's just like a little bit of fur, cloth. Well, it's fake fur, obviously. I don't imagine it would be real. But is that nicely packed away in this little plastic disc? That's nice. It means like I don't necessarily have to use it if I don't want to. I might. Or, in fact, actually, you could probably just leave it in that bit there, so then you don't have just loose fur all over the place. Oh no. She's had a nip slip. That is mildly inappropriate. This is a wholesome channel. We don't use profanities here. We don't use curses. And we, most importantly, don't have vulgarity as far as lewdness goes. Why won't her head come off? Right, so, it took me some time. She was completely covered in plastic, and that makes sense considering everything is meant to be moved, so they wanted to prevent any kind of scratching and paint wearing off on each other to keep the high quality. But we've got our little girl there. She is extremely cute, and my first actual lewd figure, I guess she is. As I said, she's my second cast-off, but she is my first figurine that is completely cast off. But I won't actually be, you know, completely casting off, because, you know, that's just, nah, not cool, bro. Nah, I don't actually fucking care. You do what you want if you get this figure. But no, she is super cute. By default, she apparently has a nip slip. I don't know if that's fine on YouTube. We'll find out later, because I'm not censoring shit. But she is actually super adorable. She's got all the lace and stuff all over the place. I really like the way that tail goes, since it's kind of done in the way of a love heart as it kind of wraps around like that. See it? And if you did want to completely cast off this figure into pure nudity, then it's a bit of a process because you have to take off the head, take off both arms, and take off a leg just to take off all of the assets of the clothes. So I can't be bothered doing that. Also, she has a bit of a large head, but you know what? That makes her, you know, adds to her charm. That's the word. No, that is super cute. I like this. It's also cool when you see like an actual figure, not from an anime necessarily, but from like an independent mangaka or artist who gets a rendition of a figure. So that's pretty cool. I like to see that every so often, especially when it's lewd, but not too lewd. I don't need complete nudity. Okay, so here we are with the Cinderella girls. That girl right there, our beach figure. First and only beach figure that we will see in this video. That's right, that's technically kind of not really spoilers, I don't care. But she is by Alter, I haven't said what everything else is from, and I'm not going to. I'll put all the links to all of the figures' My Figurine pages anyway, so if you want to know what anything is, or any of the information about any of them, you can easily find that down below. Because I'll be nice. Save you the time of having to look any of it up. So before actually getting her out any further than initially out the box, there is a lot of padding behind this figure right here. Like that is a big chunk of, it's not even like bubble wrap, it's just straight up foam. So I'm not 100% too sure what's going on there, if there's anything that's particularly fragile, but I guess we will find out. We had all of this behind the figure, kind of in like that, and I was like, why the heck is that there? It's because we've got all of this outfit cloak blowing in the wind right there. So that answers that question. Now I gotta get off all of this wrap here. Fuck it, we're cutting it off. She is now mated up all nice and fancy. Okay, so there she is out of the box. As I was saying before, we've got the big old cloak kind of blowing in the wind. I say cloak, it's like a shirt, I guess. But the biggest defining feature on this is all of the jewelry that's all over her. You've kind of got the chain on there. You've got a whole bunch of flowers all over the place. On her wrists, on her hair, on her ankle, down there. And then you've got all of the jewels and stuff on the back of her. She's got necklaces. All of that is well finely detailed. And from what I can see, everything is done within the lines as well. Oh, she's also got like little bead bangle things on her wrist as well, which is really nice. So that, along with the fact that, you know, swimsuit with shorts, top notch, I like, and she's also got a really nice, well done hairstyle. I don't actually like know much about the actual character that she is. I don't really care. I go based on visuals of what I see as figures, and I liked the visual here. The base is also really cool, because if we take her out, you've got this clear base for the most part with her name, around with the shell there, and then you've got the blue that kind of fades in like the water in patches, which gives it a really nice effect. And then it also has a metal beam pole, which fits inside of her foot. So it's actually really good quality as far as make for the figure goes. So I'm really chuffed about this. The whole thing, I love it. She's nice, she's good, and she's a very welcome addition to my collection. Also, before we finish with this figure, I said that the hair is nice, but in more particular, you can kind of see the braids in with the flowers there, which add to that really nice extra effect to the detail. Love her so much. Good figure, worth the buy. Making our way through, we're down to the last two. First one out of them being Megumin again. I know. Why is it another Megumin? Well, because Megumin is cool and it's a rock version. Who doesn't like an awesome rock version of a character? Especially with like the keyboard guitar. I actually don't really care too much for the keyboard guitar, to be honest, but it's a nice different instrument compared to like a guitar normally. Or, actually a bass would have been nice, to be fair. Right, so we might as well show her before we put on the actual instrument. But that is Megumin right there. She is looking pretty fly with her t-shirt and shorts and stockings right there. The one downside that I feel personally is the fact that around the knees, the stockings get a little bit loose, so they don't really have the same effect as if they were like perfectly tight. But otherwise, this thing is really well detailed with the boots being nice and buckled up. You got the chain down to the side right here, and then you just got all the punk jewelry, I guess you can say. So she's looking good. I'm liking the look of her. She's like got that rebellious teen sort of look to her. Oh my god, Mum and Dad, you don't understand me. I'm joining a punk band. No, daughter, you can't do such things. While looking to figure out how to actually put this thing in place, I've noticed that she's actually got a bit on her hand which fits into the slot up there, and then also at the very back you've got a bit which fits into the slot just back there on her back. So pretty much if you want to make sure you get this perfectly in the right place that they want it, you can't fail. It's idiot proof for the most part. Nothing is completely idiot proof. That is a harsh truth of life. Sweet, she fits in nice and easy. It all kind of fits in all good, nice and flush. That actually has like a really nice look to it, to be quite honest. Even looking from behind, you've just got that real nice power stance that comes with this figure. Now we just gotta figure out how to put this wire on properly. Properly. Sweet, and then I just added the little wire that kind of goes around out of the guitar so it's plugged in as it should be. One downside that I kind of see with this is that it just kind of leaves the wire hanging at the bottom right there. I reckon it would have been nicer if they actually had somewhere that it could plug into, like if they had somewhere in her shoe or in the base more preferably where she could actually have that so it's not just loose and flying around like they have with some other figurines that we've got over there. Other than that, this is a hella good figure. I am so chuffed with this. I also love the detail that's on that guitar keyboard. Man, that's cool. I always default back to that's cool, that's nice, but my words never fail. Just before I put her away as well, I actually just noticed that on her bits of hair kind of going down the front there, they actually have a slight gradient that kind of has like that slight purple-ish tinge to it. So you can't really see it, I assume, on the camera, but it's just that subtle hint that kind of just brings out the hair a little bit from the rest of it. So that is another really cool feature that this figure has. Now, finally down to the last figurine. Before I open this up, I just want to pretense this by saying that I have not yet seen any Overlord. I have got, I think, all 3 seasons on my DVD shelf back there. Still have to see it. So with that said, we've now got Albedo? I always pronounce it as Alberto, but there's no R in there, so Albedo. The Sobin version, whatever. We've got this chick next. I really do need to watch the show, but despite that, when I saw this figurine on Ami one day, it wasn't even Ami that I saw it first. I think I saw it just online on Facebook as being promoted by someone else. And the thing was like a figurine photographer who was like, oh man, this is a thing. And I saw it and instantly fell in love with the entire concept design of it. Holy crap. This girl is heavy. Holy shit. So far, biggest and heaviest figurine so far. That's her looks and aesthetics. So typically when it comes to dishing out all the monies for figurines for me, there is one big criteria that I am more willing to spend the big bucks on when it comes to really nice figures. That being the wings. Because the only other figurine that I spent probably more than I should have was an angel figurine, where she's kind of falling over rubble. I put it on screen now, but that one's probably my most expensive one that I had up until this, most likely. But I really do love the look of those wings, how well they are designed. And another big driving factor was, without a doubt, those heels, or those shoes, the design on the sandals, the hearts. I absolutely loved that when I saw it. I'm no fashion critic, obviously, but when I saw that, I was like, oh, heck yeah. And then also, the thing on there I realized actually isn't painted. It looked like it was painted on, but it's actually got texture on it, which I found was a pretty cool surprise. And then you've just got the typical dress. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like I don't know, it's a t-shirt dress, it's some kind of dress. It's a short dress, and it's a really cool design for this style of character. As I said, haven't seen the show, don't care about her original design. So this is a treat. I like this. This is cool. She should look like this in the show. I would probably watch it sooner. Maybe. Probably not. But overall, this is a nice figurine. The one big downside that I would have to say about her is the fact that her base is just a black stand. It's basic, there's no detail at all. So that's the only letdown with this entire figure here. Because that is a top quality figure as far as I'm concerned. Would recommend. Would very much recommend this girl. Again, before I put her away and put her on her stand, I also noticed on her here as well, you kind of have a gradient, or not even a gradient, but like a sway between a dark blue and black for her here, so it's not over-consumed on the blue or black. You know, you have the highlights, lowlights, that effect. So I don't know how well it's going to transition onto the camera, but that's there, it exists, and I really do appreciate it, as well as every other small detail that this figure has going for her. And again, there you go, she's done, she looks awesome, she looks fucking cool, and the only bad thing is the basic stand, which, to be honest, you can kind of forgive because it doesn't take away from the appeal of the overall magnificence that is the figure. I am so glad I picked her up, so glad. So yeah, that's the top 6 figurines that I ended up getting, my personal favourites, most anticipated figures that I got over this past year of 2020. As I said at the start of the video, this will probably be like the final day of Weebmas that I try to do, because there's no real point catching up since I'm halfway through and we're technically on the final day. But I still do have plans on releasing other videos that I had planned for Weebmas, but just before the end of the year, really. I want to do a thing with rems, where I just want to go through all the rems that I got this year. Kind of like the Mikus, except I got way more rems. And I also have 3 that I'm currently waiting on that I should get within the next week. So that should be pretty good, so look forward to that. Also, before I head off, I thought I might as well say in this video that during streams and stuff that I've done during the year, yes, I did some streams. It's in an unlisted video folder, so you can go find them if you want. They're bad. But I'm not going to be doing any Minecraft as of the next while, since I kind of am a little bit Minecrafted out. So we'll see how it goes. I still want to do streams, but I just won't be playing Minecraft. I might go back to like some more console stuff. I've got some Weeb games that I want to play for a wee bit. So that's how that's going to go as far as things go. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the video. Let me know down in those comments what your favourite figurines that you got this year were. Obviously, this whole video was dedicated to my ones. Feel free to go follow me on all the social medias, because, you know, that's what people apparently do. If you're curious as to what anime I'm watching as of the moment, and or want to know what I watch, you know, just over the year, go follow me on Hummingbird. You know, it's kind of like Mal, but probably less fancy, but it looks nicer in my opinion. And also, if you want to see what other figurines I actually have in my collection, go check out my figurine collection page, because that's a thing that I have. I'm pretty inactive as far as like posting goes, but I do keep it pretty up to date as far as my actual collection is concerned. So I guess until next video, I will hopefully see you in another day in another video, and that is probably me done for Weebmas this year. I didn't get through to day 12, I only got through to day 6, I guess, if you count this one. But, you know, that's a shame. Make sure I don't try to do it next year, or if I do, make sure I actually, like, pre-set up in advance, at least by a month, because I will need it. So yeah, I will hopefully see you in another one. Bye.